Hello friends, I am Payal, your own study abroad expert. So today on the request of few students, I'm going to make this video on the visa interview preparation tips. So if you wish to study abroad, you need to start your application process on time because it's a very time consuming process. And one of the biggest challenges that students face is to clear the visa interviews. So if you work very hard, you've got your offer letter, you've collected all your financial documents, you've written all your exams which are needed, and you've got your I-20. But if you do not clear the visa interview process, if you're not able to convince the visa admission officer, all your efforts go in vain. So do not take this lightly. You should go well prepared. And here we are in front of you with 9 important tips that you need to follow to crack the visa interview. So to ensure that your entire visa interview, preparation process is a good experience, we have curated a complete visa interview preparation guide that will help you breeze through easily and answer all the questions accurately. So let's take the first important tip. You should create a good impression. So as you know, the first impression is very important and it's a kind of last impression. So you should be on time for your visa interview. You should dress appropriately. You should be in your formals, and you have to understand one thing, that visa admission officer, he's got lots of applications in hand. So in the first few minutes of the interview, he's going to make up his mind on whether you are going to clear it or you're not going to clear it. So first impression is very important and you should be really careful about that. The second important tip is be calm and confident. Do not be nervous. Examiner is going to ask you a lot of tricky questions to confuse you, and you have to make sure that you do not contradict your answers, because if you end up giving some controversial answers, it might give a reason for examiner to reject you. And once you have that rejection on your passport, once your visa is rejected, it's going to be a big hurdle, and it would really hamper your study abroad dreams. You'll not be able to fulfill them. So you have to be really careful, be calm and confident. Don't be nervous, don't panic, and answer all the questions confidently. So remember, the examiner through these questions is trying to judge your intentions, your skills, and your IQ level, and nothing else. His purpose is not that he should not give you a visa. The only point is he should be convinced that you should be given a visa and you should go and study abroad. So your answers has to be accordingly, and you have to be careful about that. The third important tip is be well prepared when you go for your visa interview. You should read about the university that you're going to from the website and the handbook of the university. You should know about your course details. You should know the course duration, the fees, the commencement and the end date, and you should have all the necessary information about the course and the university that you're going to, so that examiner knows that you're pretty keen to go abroad and study this particular course in this university. You should be able to answer all his questions on why do you want to study this program, and why do you want to go to this particular university. So the fourth important tip is you should take all your documentation with you. You should carry your I-20, your letter of admission, your scores of GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, etc. You should have your degrees and transcripts, your your I-20, all your financial documents, your passport, your photograph. So all the important documentation that is needed, you should carry it with you, because you will not get a second chance. Remember, you will not get a second chance, and we do not have to get that rejection on a passport at all. So we have to be careful that we take care of all the important things in advance. The next important point is keep your answers concise, precise, and to the point. So you have to remember one thing, that the visa admission officer has lots of applications to evaluate, lots of interviews to conduct, and he's hard pressed on time. So try to keep your answers short, explain briefly and precisely what he's asking, and do not beat about the bush, because that could go negative against you. Probably you might end up saying which you don't want to convey, and that could go against you, and maybe you might lose your chances. So be very short, speak to the point, and be very precise as well. The next important tip is that you should carry all your financial documents with you. So while the visa is being given to you, the visa admission officer should have all the documents with him, because they have to make sure that when you go there, you're able to fund your education. You have that 1 year tuition fees, you have the money, you have cost of living expenses, and it's necessary to show the funds so that they know that you are financially stable and you're able to fund your education. And that's a very important thing. Now, let's talk about the most important tip that you have to be careful. Do not sound like a potential immigrant. That is very important. So, when you go there for visa interview, the visa admission officer is going to ask you multiple questions to understand your intention. So, remember, all your answers have to convey only one message, that you're going to study there, and you're going there to study your favorite course in the university that you've always dreamt for, and you do not want to secure employment there. You're definitely going to come back to your home country, and your intention is not to settle there. So even if all the visa officers know that most of the people go there to settle, but the message need not be conveyed directly. So you have to make sure that you convince the officer that you're going to come back to your home country and you're just going there to get good education and maybe have a good professional career. So another important tip is you have to explain how your program matches your future career plans. So you should know a lot about the program that you're going to study, and you should be able to convince the visa admission officer how this program is going to help you develop your professional skills, and how it would help you acquire that skill set that would help you build like have a good career path ahead, and how it would benefit you once you come back to your country, and what kind of future you're looking at. So that is very important. Prepare your answers well, and as I mentioned in the upcoming videos, we will definitely talk about different questions that are being asked. And lastly, and most important, maintain a positive attitude. That panic and nervousness should not be evident on your face. You should maintain a positive attitude. You should answer all the questions confidently and appropriately, and that's the key to success. So subscribe to us, stay tuned in with us. If you have any comment, you can always share in the comment section. And if you want us to cover any topic and you want us to make a video on any topic, be free to drop it in the comment section, and we would definitely go ahead with it. We would make a video on that. So do not worry. I know that this visa interview preparation process is a big challenge for a lot of students, but we are here to help you and be a part of your journey and success. Thank you.